Hey guys, I just wanted to give a little bit of technical analysis on what I expect to happen with the Bitcoin price in the short to medium term. So we've been in this triangle for about 3 years, and as you can see, we have about 1, 2, 3 touches on the bottom, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 touches on the top. And so logically, you would think we're right at the top. So you would think that the next move is going to be down to the bottom at around, 5,500, but I'm going to give some reasons on why that might not be the case. So just to start off, whenever we get higher highs on our leg up, it signals a continuation pattern. And so you can see back here, higher high, a little dip, but continued upwards. Higher high, little dip, but it continued upwards. Then once we got a lower high, that signals the reversal and we started our downtrend. So we continue on, and then around, March 30th, 2019, we had our next pump up and we get higher highs. And so then we rocketed a leg up and we get higher highs, and then we continued up. But right here, when we get a lower high, that's our signal that it's a reversal. So we go downhill, lower high, go downhill again, lower high, we go downhill. And then right around March 11th, after this big Corona crash, we start trending back upwards and we're getting higher highs. It breaks up and now we're getting higher highs. And so that's the first signal that this is likely to continue upwards. So whether there is, it might dip down a little bit in the short term, but at least in the medium term, this is signaling that we're going to continue on upwards. The next thing that I want to show you guys is the Guppy EMA. So if we go all the way back, this has been a pretty decent signal for when to buy and sell. So suppose you've been using this since 2016. You buy when it first turns green at 628. Well, obviously on this one you would have made a killing. If you don't sell again until the red, you would have bought at 628 and sell at 11,382. Well, that's a killing. So you start shorting when it's 11,300, and you wouldn't buy back in again until it turns green at 4,000. And then so that's a successful trade again. So you buy in at 4,000, and the next time it turns red is around 9,800. So you sell there, another successful trade. You sell at 9,800, you buy when it turns green, and so you sell at 98, and you buy back at 8,000, another successful trade. So you're in a long at 8,000, and then you sell when it turns red, which is about 85, 86. So, you still made profit there, even though it's not that much. So you're in a short when it's at 85 or 86. And you don't buy back in again until 77. So again, a little bit of profit, not too much, but it's still a winning trade. So you're in a buy ideally at around 7,800, and according to the Guppy EMA, it's green, and so you'd still want to be in a long position right now. And so the final thing that I want to look at is the halving, because also normally at the top of this downward trend line, you would want to be shorting, but just to show the halving over the last 3 halvings, each time we've had a halving, you can see, there has been a tiny dip sometimes, but that's pretty short-lived, only weeks, and then we really have rocketed up each time. And then the halving in late 2016, a short dip after, but short-lived again. Mostly then that's when we started this massive bull run. And so then the halving in 2020, it's gone up from there. And so there might be a tiny dip, but it's pretty unlikely. That usually happens right in the beginning. And so that time has probably already passed for that. And so that's another reason why it's most likely to start a major bull run from here. So that is pretty much it. If you guys like my technical analysis, please comment, like, and subscribe and help grow the channel. And let me know what type of indicators or what type of stuff you guys would like to see on the next video. Thanks.